Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joana Coles, and this morning, summer intern Whitney Peck here at the Warren County Extension Office, we are celebrating June is Dairy Month.
Yes, we are.
We're going to make butter, right?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
So we don't need a whole lot.
No,
it's surprising how we could make butter at home. It's a great activity for the kids, and then you have something yummy afterwards.
Of course.
So how do we get started, Whitney?
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pour your heavy whipping cream. You're going to need 2/3 for a cup jar.
Okay. The heavy whipping cream is readily available at the grocery store, and obviously butter contains fat, right? That's why we use it for cooking. It's so good, but it also has nutrients in it as well. And so you don't need a lot of equipment to make this type of butter. You do need to eat it, you know, within a relative period of time, but still fun. And so you take that 2/3 of a cup and you just pour it in your jar? Okay, and then I have some salt here. It said that you could add some salt, or if you like your butter unsalted, you could leave that part out. So it really kind of just depends on what you want with your salted butter or unsalted butter. So I'm just gonna sprinkle in a little bit of salt into yours. And then I'm gonna go ahead, we're both gonna make some butter, okay? Now, this is a fun activity for the kids. Not only are you gonna make something delicious to eat, but you're gonna get your workout in, right? Okay, so Whitney's gonna show us how we're gonna get started with this whipping cream and how we're gonna make this happen.
So we're going to start shaking. Rule of thumb is you're going to want to shake for 15 or 20 minutes until you start to see the butter separate from the liquid.
And you can churn too long though. So once you start feeling the solids and no more liquid kind of sloshing around, that's a good indication. Okay, I'm gonna make mine unsalted, no salt in mine. That's a good indication to stop shaking. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna shake for 15 minutes and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna show you a delicious recipe to elevate our homemade butter up just one more notch. So Whitney and I definitely got our workout. We decided to switch to a bigger jar just to see if that would make a difference, because the process is when you're separating and you're mixing that together, you first get this whipped cream stage, and that's how to make whipped cream, but then several minutes later you finally get butter. And so today we're gonna make a super easy strawberry butter. And so Whitney, what do we do with our strawberries?
Right, okay, so we're gonna make sure that we dice our strawberries instead of blending them. It's gonna have you keep that same strawberry flavor, but we really don't want the juices because it's gonna cause the butter to separate.
Okay, because we can see in here, I don't know, we'll show you guys, but you can see this ball of butter that Whitney has in hers, and it does have those extra liquids, and that's the whey. And you can go too long. If you keep on shaking, it'll re-separate back. So once you get this ball of butter, you need to stop. And so Whitney's gonna add the butter minus some of the juices to our strawberry mixture here. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna add, it's about a half a cup of diced strawberries, the butter, and then we're gonna add just a little bit of nature's sweetness, some honey to make it nice and sweet. And Whitney, if you wanna mix that up. And then we can serve that on bread. We can put it in the refrigerator so the consistency will get a little bit thicker, or you can use it just right away. But what it's gonna be a really neat way to bring farm to table to your kitchen to kind of show how to make the butter and then how to elevate that with some hopefully fresh strawberries that you have. Celebrate your dairy farmers. We're so appreciative to have them here. They're hardworking farmers that make sure to provide butter that's already made for us. If your strawberries and butter have a little extra liquid, you want to make sure to kind of press that liquid out. You could do that with a cheesecloth, or you can kind of just do that like we're doing here. Just kind of press that out and you have that extra liquid. That extra liquid you don't really need in your strawberry butter. So you can do that with a cheesecloth, but I don't want to mess up one more thing. So I think we can just do that here. And you want to make sure not to include that whey or that extra liquid in your strawberry butter. All right, so we have our strawberry butter plated up. We have some toasted sourdough bread, and now we're gonna put it to the test, right? Yeah. We're actually gonna try it. And so you can do this with store-bought butter. It doesn't have to be homemade butter. It's just fun to kind of take that homemade butter up just one notch by adding the strawberries. But you can add any type of fruit to it. There's all kinds of recipes. So we hope you try this in your own kitchen. All right, Whitney, it's time, right?
Cheers.
Cheers, absolutely. Good, creamy, with that little hint of sweetness. So good. So we hope you try it. If you need recipe inspiration, just make sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.